Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Toppers World. Today I'm going to share with you three different process charts with solution. These process charts have been asked in different exam locations and they are really very good example of process charts and help you to prepare for your report writing for academic students. So this is the first process chart. The diagram below shows one way of manufacturing ceramic pots. Manufacturing ceramic pots. So one thing I want to make you clear that in process charts we mostly use passive language, passive voice in present indefinite. For example, subject is MR, then third form. So most of the sentences will having the same structure over here. So in the first process chart, you can see that first of all the raw material like clay or soil is dug out with the help of a digger, then transported to a factory site on a truck, and then the raw material, the clay or whatever, is crushed into the powder form, and the crushing is done twice. Then it is mixed with the powder is mixed with the water, then the all material poured into molds to give exact shape of pots, and then after that the molds are dried for 4 to 6 hours. Then molds are assembled and the molds are disassembled and the pots are taken out for baking them in oven at 1000 degrees Celsius. After they are baked, then next process is coloring them. Then after the coloring they are given firing, so that color firing, so that color do not get faint. Then finished product pots are ready to be used or sold. And this is a simple explanation, and sample answer is this. The diagram illustrates the step by which ceramic pots are manufactured. In general, the production of ceramic pots involves 9 steps. You can count here step by step. There will be 9 steps. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And the further detail is given, you can read. Already I explained the steps. So there is another solution of the same. The picture reveals one of the viable methods of producing ceramic pots. Overall, it can be easily seen. Can be easily seen is a passive voice. That process comprises of 11 steps, and the further details is given to you. You can read it yourself. Now you can take the screenshot of this for comfort. Now I'm going to share with you second process chart. The second process chart is related to recycling of organic waste to produce fertilizer or compost or garden compost. So here you can see the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 steps are given here. In the first step, you can see a plastic container with volume of 2 metric cube is taken, and it has holes on both sides. 4 holes are there, so the air can easily pass through the bottle. After that, in second stage, you can see the waste material is poured into the bottle or in container, and the raw material that is used here to make fertilizer is newspaper pieces, grass and food. And the 3 layers are formed of 15 centimeters height each. Total 45 centimeter layer would be there of 3 type of material that is used in making of compost. So 15 centimeter each layer. The first layer is of food, second of grass, and third is of newspaper. And after that, 2 other materials like nitrogen and hot water are added to speed up the process of reaction or chemical reaction that are required to make compost. And the fourth stage is, you can see that when the hot water is poured, after that heat is generated in the material, and that heat comes out of the holes. And after that, the next stage, number 5 stage, At this stage continue for 6 months, and the compost is ready after the 6th month, for that can be used into the garden or anywhere else. So the solution, the ready-made solution is, the diagram illustrates, describes or illustrates step-by-step description by which compost recycled from the organic waste in order to produce a natural garden fertilizer. Then overall is given, there are 5 steps. The detail is given, you can read it yourself, and then again another solution is given, and both solutions are very useful, accurately done. Again, I suggest you to take the screenshot of this. Now I'm sharing the third one. The third one is, the diagram below shows how ethanol fuel is produced from corn. Ethanol fuel is a kind of petrol or kind of fuel, we can say, that is produced from the corn. Corn is a crop. So first of all, first stage is corn is grown in the fields, and then they are collected and stored in the storage house or silos. Then third stage is milling is done, and in the milling stage what happens, the water is added in the container along with the corn, and cooking is done for 4 hours. After they are thoroughly cooked, then they are left for fermentation. Fermentation is a kind of a chemical process, and it continues for 48 hours. Then separation is done, means liquids are separated from the solid product. And after that, 7th step, and actually there is a the 7th step is, there is a mistake in numbering. The 6th one is again it's a 7th step, that is purifying of ethanol, and it takes 5 hours. Then 8th step is storing. The ethanol that is produced, then it is stored in trucks and then carried out to the gas stations or petrol pumps to be sold to the people. So the solution is here. The given chart illustrates the process of producing ethanol from corn. Overall, it can be seen that there are approximately 9 steps in the process, starting from the collection of corn from the field, culminating with pure ethanol ready to be transported and sold. So this overall, the process of producing ethanol from corn starts with the collection and storage of corn. Then corn is then milled and cooked with water for around 6 hours. Once it has been cooked, it then undergoes a process of fermentation. So further you can read yourself, and then a next solution is given. Try to read both solution and compare and find out that whichever you find more easy to understand and impressive one. Then you should also try to write your own. After reading all that, try to write all threes in your own language. Then compare your language with the ready-made solutions. So tell me in description box or comment box, in comment box, how do you feel about 3 processes, and did you get complete understanding? If you want something more about this, please tell me, or feel free to comment in the comment box. Thank you.